And what's been the most fun part of being part of the Falling Skies world so far for you guys?
Not having to hide from my landlord. That's always a nice thing.
For now.
I don't know, Drew, you take it.
This is the first time I've ever been on this big on a show,
Yeah.
like being a part of something this big. So just the whole ride of what's been 5, almost 6 years now, from start to finish.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I
we
guess it's not finished, but
We shot the pilot in
Yeah,
2009.
holy crap.
yeah, because we shot the pilot, and then a whole year went by before we went into production, and then it was a significant amount of time before it aired as well. So we'd been working for about 2 years before it even came on.
Yeah, I don't even think Max had been born yet. Max was still in the conceiving stage in the pilot. And
Yeah, so to be exactly what Drew said, to be part of something that, it's rare enough for a pilot to get picked up, let alone for a show to go past its first season, second season, third season. So to be on something that's relatively long running with consistent cast and relatively consistent crew, it's like, I don't know, it's like college or something. It's like going off to the same place every year and with the same group of
in
people.
fact, it's so rare. I've told the story before, but I borrowed this season 1. I borrowed it because I figured there'd never be a season 2, and I thought, well, might as well take a little something for myself, since I'm never coming back. So this is Pope's original necklace from season 1, and it's been on my neck for 4 or 5 years. I just, for whatever reason, it hasn't broken, and I just keep using it. So I don't have to put it on when I go to work, because I just go home with it, and I go back with it, because that's what I've been doing. But you don't have any idea if these things are going to last. So I ended up borrowing this one. Thank you, TNT. Thank you, Michael Wright.
Has anyone
Good
else
luck.
borrowed anything from the show?
Other cast members.
The thing is that the thing about our show is that all our clothing and props look, in a normal context, completely disgusting. So if we were to,
That's kind of in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all
To an
fit. It's like
like
this
homeless chic.
Chic homeless, yeah.
Yeah.
Derelict.
So what has been a success of the show, do you think, that's made it run for so many seasons so far?
Seychelle Gabriel.
Yeah, Seychelle.
Without a question.
I thought you were giving me
No, just that's the answer.
giving
That's it.
me all of the glory, which it's true. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think a big part of it is we're blessed with a really tight cast that we all really dig and respect each other, and it's been like that since the beginning, and it's only grown in great ways. And I don't know. I think that's a testament to how much passion we have for it and other people have for it.
We've also had an interesting situation where our writers have changed almost completely 3 times now, which could have been a huge deficit for us.
Right.
And things could have gone and gotten really scrambled up, but by changing basically every season, really, I guess the first and second were
It's just kind of built upon the
similar.
last kind of thing.
Yeah, they've all worked off of each other and therefore kept it very unpredictable.
We were each other's support through that, though.
Yeah.
We were the constant.
Yeah,
So-
Well, it's also it's the fun thing, but it's also going to be a little bit scary too.
Yeah.
But at first it was very fun because it's not your typical episodic show. So every week, the PAs and the grips and the sound guys reading the scripts, because not to see what they're going to do, but like what's going to happen next. And then where the scary part comes in, all of a sudden you realize, oh God, did I die? Oh no, I come back, thank God, or whatever. So you start freaking out a little bit, and the rumor mill starts going around. You start having fun, poking fun at all the characters. Like, Connie, you died this week. What? I died? When did you get? Nah. But it's nice to be a part of a show where it is unpredictable, and it's neat to see what's coming next, as opposed to it's just another crime with a different face, saying the same dialogue every week, where there really is an arc. It's going somewhere, and we don't know where it's going, so it's nice.
It seems like a fun set to be on. What kind of pranks do you guys play on each other? What kind of fun stuff
Oh
do you
yeah,
guys
we're
do
out
on
there in the
set?
freezing cold. It's 30 below zero. We're on our 18th hour. It's nothing but fun and games.
Yeah. Pranks.
We don't really have a lot
I don't
of
think
pranks.
we
I was trying to
do.
think of like
Not a
actually
whole lot of
active
time.
pranks.
I mean, we're shooting so fast all day
Yeah.
long that
I'm trying to think.
I'm sure we've done something.
There's a lot of pranks, or there's a lot of skits that Moon and I have staged that just haven't been realized. Like I remember we had that med bus, and she'd always be at the front of it. She'd reenact Forrest Gump. She'd be like, "This is my seat. Like, where are you sitting?" And just stupid stuff.
So you're not appreciated for your pranks on the show?
But yeah, exactly. They don't give us the time of day.
Usually we shoot a lot of nights on our show, and by Friday night at about 6 a.m., things tend to get pretty giddy. to say it like
Yeah.
there's some. It gets trippy when it gets late.
If anything, it's we got to make sure we don't kill anybody because there's knives and weapons and guns and explosives, and so if anything, it's not things are loose, but you never let anything get too loose. Not on a Falling Skies show because seriously, we've got horses and there's motorcycles and there's people getting cranked at 1,200 pounds of pressure and they're going to go 30 feet in the air. So it's not like I'm going to flick his ears before he takes off.
We do
It
have
just
funny
doesn't
stories
really happen.
though. There was a story. What was it? Peter, like first season with the boat.
It was second season.
Second.
Well, we were.
That was good.
Where they like were in a boat and like he said that he could paddle it, but he couldn't. He's gonna hate you guys with this.
There's this scene in the second season where a few of us, I think it's Drew and Sarah and Peter and I, go on mission. I think it's near the beginning of the second season.
Yeah, I think second or third episode.
We go on this.
Talking about Peter Shimko.
Yeah.
Peter
That's-
Shikoda, who
that's
plays
Di.
Di, and we go on this little mission, and we're supposed to spec ops, kind of paddle in on a Zodiac, and Drew has just had sailing lessons or something the previous year, so he thinks he knows what's going on,
I did know what was going on.
and he and Peter are both paddling, and Sarah and I are just sitting there,
In the opposite
and they
direction.
can't paddle at the same time. Like no matter what they do, they can't get the same speed going. So we're out there in this river with 80 people on the beach looking at
Just,
us,
like,
going around in
like
slow
this.
circles
The
for
actors,
solid 45
a couple of
minutes.
professional actors out there making it work.
That's a funny one.
I
Yeah.
love it. Guys, what do you enjoy most about playing your character on the show? And if you could swap with anyone else's character, who would you swap with and why?
That's a cool question.
I swap with Doug Jones, who plays Cochise.
But only for a day.
I don't know, man.
I don't know about
It'd be a
that.
fun exercise.
Costume.
A guy, once he gets in his wardrobe, does not get out of it all day. Doesn't
That's
take bathroom breaks. So he actually has to pay attention to how much he eats, how much
And
he
you
drinks.
trade that? You'd trade
I
for
think
Doug?
it'd be interesting.
Just
I
for a
think
day.
it's bonkers. That'd be
I think
tough.
it'd be wild.
I would
I'd
not
do that.
trade John Pope for all the Harleys in China. Wouldn't do it.
I think
It's-
I'd
it's
trade with
just awesome.
him.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, for the skitter fingers and like the ability to just yell nonsense and be like, awesome. My favorite part of Lourdes, though, since no one's chiming in, is I like her faith.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
cool.
it's made me a lot more open-minded about people who are faithful about whatever they are faithful about, whether it be Catholicism or a different religion or whatever. It just looking into it has made me much more open-minded, and I'm very grateful for that.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
This dark secular world
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
wandered through.
Ben has, as far as the regular cast go, he has some weird stuff happening with him from the very beginning, which has always been an interesting angle to play and always comes up in various interesting incarnations. And so that's always curious. For some reason, I always end up involved in the crazy plots. So it keeps you on your toes.